stand for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाए तव जय गाथा, जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। Bharat Mata Ki. Thank you everyone. I'll request all of you to be seated. It is my honor to be welcoming all of you to this prestigious AESA Teachers Day program. It is organized by AESA, the Architects, Engineers, Surveyors Association. We are a 55-year-old organization, and I am your host and also the chairman of the executive committee, Architect Mahesh Bangad. And I want to dedicate this evening to honor both architecture and engineering, education and practice together. The idea of hosting this evening started 3 years ago when for several years we have been doing the AESA Student Awards, Thesis Awards as well. We've been honoring the top rankers from the university as well, but then the university decided to switch to the CGPA and SGPA system, and many of them started getting the same marks, and it was very difficult to decide who's coming first, who's coming second. And then there were several thesis awards at the Council of Architecture and many international thesis awards. So we thought we'll not repeat what everybody else is doing. Let's have everybody's uniqueness. And then that is when this thought of honoring teachers on the occasion of Teachers' Day came forward. Couple of years ago, we decided to do this on the Engineers' Day. That was the 15th of September, and we felicitated 6 of our teachers. Largely, all the teachers selected are in either ways, either as EC members or jury members, or in some capacity as trustees, have been associated with AESA for a long time. Necessarily, they have been patron members also. So we have not really set one single criteria to have only one teacher or two teacher being felicitated every time. We've just decided that we will make sure that we'll reach out to the maximum teachers who have contributed over the next few years. So we started with 6, we went down to 2 last year. This year we have 4 teachers whom we are honoring with their contribution to architecture, academia, engineering, and by and large to the built environment as well. So I'll put in my welcome speech first. Respected dignitaries of the dais, all of them right now, esteemed educators, fellow professionals, my EC members, and all dear friends. On behalf of AESA, it is my privilege and a heartfelt pleasure to welcome all of you to this Teachers' Day event. I extend my deepest gratitude to each one of you for being here this evening. Many of them are on their way yet. And with your presence, it is going to add a lot of warmth and meaning to this special occasion. Teachers' Day holds a profound significance for all of us. It is a moment to pause, reflect, and pay tribute to the legacy and dedication of educators who have been shaping not only our minds, but also futures. Our teachers are the true architects of knowledge and the engineers of human potential. This guidance, patience, and passion continues to build the foundation upon which generations of professionals have evolved since such a long time. As we celebrate this evening under the banner of AESA, we also reaffirm our association's long-standing commitment to fostering professional growth and educational excellence. AESA has always served as a bridge between academia and practice. 55 years is a long time. A platform where knowledge, experience, and innovation converge to strengthen our professional community. This year's celebration holds a deeper meaning and resonance as it coincides with our World Architecture Day celebration, where we are having a talk by architect Girish Doshi, and National Engineers Day celebration, two occasions that remind us of the beautiful balance between creativity and technical precision, both defining our profession. Together, they symbolize the harmony of imagination and structure, the very essence of what we build and also what our teachers teach. As we move forward, let us continue to uphold the spirit of learning by embracing educational innovation and also professional mentorship. It is through this continuous exchange of knowledge and ideas that we sustain and enrich the vibrant legacy of architecture and engineering for generations to come. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to all of you and look forward to inspiring evenings celebrating teachers, mentors, and visionaries who continue to guide our path. Thank you very much. I shall end my speech here, and with that, invite our President, Architect Rajiv Raje, President AESA Pune, to share his thoughts on the legacy of educators and AESA's mission towards doing this evening. Over to you, Raje, sir.
Mahesh has already given you a warm welcome, but I'd like to endorse that, and a warm welcome to all of you here today. I think he has already given you a brief glimpse of what AESA is and what AESA has been doing. But let me give you a little bit of history, particularly for those of you who are not familiar with AESA. We have a lot of outside guests today who are non-members, and of course we have our members also who are already well aware of this. But AESA is a very unique organization, and I say unique because it's probably one of the only organizations in which under one banner we have architects, engineers, structural engineers, consultants of various people involved in the construction industry, and all of these people, we work together voluntarily under one banner, and this makes a huge difference because every association, every different other association is dedicated to their own vocation or profession, and whereas AESA is the only place where we come together under one banner. So this is something very unique about AESA. If you were wondering how it came about, we started way back in 1970. I would say it was an outcome of a struggle of a kind. It was an outcome of a protest where we had a very bad experience with the Municipal Corporation of Pune, where we were being, as architects, as developers, builders, contractors, we were not being treated very well. And as a result, there was a lot of discontent among the professionals. And at one time, it came to a breaking point where we decided to protest. And this protest brought us together. And when this protest started, after the protest was over, the corporation, of course, yielded to a lot of our demands and requests, and obviously then we were at peace again. But since we had already come together for this one purpose and one occasion, we decided why not continue this association, and that is how the association came into being. And since then we started working together on various social and civic issues. We started doing all kinds of programs. Just to give you an idea of the kind of programs that we have been doing for the last 55 years now, we are still, as I said, united in working for the betterment of Pune city. AESA is presently registered as a society with civic, social and charitable objectives, working in the public interest on a no-profit basis with sponsorships for all our events and programs. We remain grateful to our sponsors for their philanthropy. That is our source of income, but we don't keep profits because we are registered as a society with the Charity Commissioner. Our office bearers, all executive committee members, all work voluntarily without spending their valuable time and money and expense and energy working for the association. We have amongst us today many of our past presidents, senior people who have been working for the last so many years. And frankly, we are grateful that sparing their precious, valuable time from their own offices, they come to work together for the association. And this is how it all started, and this is how it is still going on. So far as major activities of our association currently are concerned, our biggest event of the year is the annual AESA Awards, where we give awards for building constructions under various different categories, residential, industrial, commercial, of various type, bungalows. And again, a unique feature of these awards, unlike many other awards, is that we don't award one person, with just the architect or just the developer or something like that, but we give the award to the entire team that is involved in the project. So there is the owner involved, the architect is involved, contractor is involved, if there is a developer, if there are other consultants involved, the entire team is felicitated. So this is something very unique about the AESA awards. And over a period of time now, these awards have become very prestigious. You go to any architect's office or any consultant's office, you'll find that many of them proudly display these awards in their offices. Similar second important program that we have every year is the AESA Lifetime Achievement Awards, in which we give a Lifetime Achievement Award to one architect and one engineer who has been giving outstanding service over a long period of time. So this is obviously an award given to senior people, and this is something that commemorates their contribution to the industry. So the AESA Lifetime Achievement Awards is another major feature of AESA. Then, as Mksss sir has already told you, that we are deeply involved in education, and involved in the sense like we give awards to teachers, we felicitate teachers as we are doing today. That is what we have gathered here today for. We used to award students also for their work that they have been doing, and we used to give the toppers of every engineering college and every architecture college of an annual award for their performance. But as I said, like, since we have switched over to the CGPA system, there are no ranks anymore. So there is nobody who's first and nobody who's second. So that has been temporarily halted, that award ceremony. But we are looking at now other opportunities to involve students into our activities. Then we have been conducting, for the last 3 or 4 years, we have been conducting international tours. And this is a unique feature. It's not exclusively for members or students, but it is for architects and engineers who can travel together to different places in the world, and kind of a bonding that happens in when you're traveling together. We have had tours. It started out with Uzbekistan, then I think we went to Kazakhstan and Georgia and Sri Lanka, and this year, in next month, in fact, AESA will be taking out a tour to Japan. So you'll find that this is also a unique way of learning and enhancing our knowledge, experience, and exposure. And obviously, these tours have become very popular. They are open to any architects and engineers, because as a fraternity, we get to see then the places that most of us are interested in looking at also. Of course, besides this, routine activities of AESA involves symposiums and seminars and workshops and lectures organized for various different types of people, professionals as well as for students, and for sometimes for public also. So exposing what architecture is and what engineering is and what other services are to the people is also part and parcel of our activities now. And last but not the least, the way it started out way back in 1970, we are still continuing our dialogues with the government, with the municipal authorities, and we help to promote the interests of our members with these authorities and address their grievances if there are any. And obviously this is something which as an association, as an organization, is our forte. So this is something that we have been doing. So thank you once again. I would like to welcome all of you, and I hope you will enjoy the program this evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. That was meaningful, reflective, and very important from what AESA has been doing. I think you covered all the bases. Friends, this evening, the much awaited part is, we are honoring 4 teachers. Of course, they are professionals as well, but we are honoring them for their contribution to the profession and academia, because they have made a difference with their valuable teachings. all four of them, I've known them in different capacities as gurus only. But before we move on to honoring each one of them with their citations and reading out the citations, on the occasion of World Architecture Day, we are going to request Architect Girish Doshi to make a presentation for all of us. And I'm going to invite Girish Doshi sir to start his presentation. I'm going to also request all our awardees today to adhere to the time owing to the long session that we have. Over to you, sir. I'll just explain you. I think he'd explain. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Front, back. You want to try that once? Take. Right.
Namaskar. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to AESA, the Architects, Engineers and Surveyors Association, for honoring me with this award. My sincere congratulations to Architect Suresh Athavale, Architect Prasant Deshmukh and Engineer Subhash Deshpande on their well-deserved recognition. Even though I am receiving the Best Teacher Award today, I still feel like learner reminded of the year 1974, the beginning of my journey in architecture when I joined Bnca Pune on Tilak Road, right after completing my matriculation. So here I will narrate my journey and second slide is about my gurus. As you know, the first one is Divakar Dengeji. He was one of the most powerful leader, I would say. Next is Vaikunth Sardesai sir, and third is Parshikar sir, who used to teach me design, and one of the best teacher I know, And I remember him as in my third year design. When I showed him my drawings, he was actually had a he had got very emotional about it. So that was my first point of trigger where I started understanding that if, as an architect, if I can actually do better buildings, how people will take it. Then the one of all of us most favorite teacher, Pagde sir. He was one of the greatest history teacher. I've never seen someone like him later, We used to go to Chandigarh, he used to take, and he used to love Corbusier like anything, and the way he explained us a Capitol complex in Chandigarh was unbelievable, with all the anecdotes and how things happened and, things like that. So I fondly remember him. Satish Sant, when I came back from Ahmedabad, he was the first person I met, and he took me to corporation and the forest of corporation. He tried to save for me, kind of giving me guidance all the way. And there is a lot of gratitude for him. And every year on 1st of January, that is his birthday, because of his early death, I always do this program, which is a memorial lecture on his name. Next is, of course, Vikas Bhandari sir. He is here, and I'm really proud that today he is attending my presentation. And every Diwali he comes to my house, and it is unbelievable the way he, is connected to each and every one of us, And even whenever I used to come from Ahmedabad, I used to go to his office. One of the most beautiful small office he had very near from my house, and I still remember it very fondly, And of course, V. Badwe sir, he's the great master, and the kind of building which he did in Pune is very memorable, and everybody knows Lok Mangal and Tirk Smarak, and lots of building. The last, not the least, is Hemant Kadam. I actually failed in my first year, and my father stopped my pocket money. And luckily, Hemant Kadam came to my house, my new bungalow at that point of time, to actually do the interior for the living room. And I requested him that can you give me 10 rupees, because I want to buy nice drawings and nice rotary pens and all that, and I don't have money. So luckily he was very receptive, and I started my first job with him, and I worked with him for 5 years. His office was on opposite Gokhale Hall on Lakshmi Road, and I used to do everything. Like first I have to go and clean the tables, then give order for the tea. And there were 3 architects, they are sharing that space. And the owner was blind, but he was one of the most powerful. The moment I enter in the office, he will know each one's name, that now Girish has come. So I have a very fond and very great memories of those 5 years. And since he's a auditorium master, he used to do a lot of auditorium, and he used to get free tickets. So always he took us to the film, and I always looked forward. And once he took me to Janjeer, then Bachchan's very famous film, and there is one character of Pran, which is Sheru. So they, all 3 architects, started calling me Sheru. So for them, I'm still Sheru. So all this memory, it's like, today I don't understand what all I can do, but I thought that since Mahesh was very adamant that I should do 10 or 15 minutes at the most. So the next slide is about Balkrishna Doshi, my mother, her name is Dayaba, and Vishnu Joshi. Vishnu Joshi is absolutely a great engineer. He is a pioneer of ferrocement in India, and he was part of Stein Doshi Bhalla Delhi office. I used to work in Ahmedabad, and I used to send him a drawing, and somehow he picked me up, and in 1980, I was supposed to go and work with him in paint. So this is, I am in 1980 with Doshi and Bhavsar, my immediate boss, and the building which you see in the model is MP Electricity Board, Jabalpur. So total 7 years I worked on that project. In the end, I requested Doshi that my eyes will be hexagonal, because for last 7 years, I'm looking at that hexagonal plan, so please give me some other work. So in between, I worked on many other projects. This was our team, there in the office. We were all Marathis, and very dangerous too, but we really enjoyed those 7 years. This is the drawing which I made. Then it became very famous, miniature drawing. And right hand side, I am very happy at Sangat. This is 1980 photographs. The drawing is actually a pastel drawing, which I did for the first drawing, and this is Vishnu Joshi's house in Pen. Pen is a small village near Bombay, and he had this laboratory of things, like here you can see, all the water storage tanks and gobar gas plants, and his famous jeep. Through this jeep, he used to go to airport, and from there to Delhi. These are his buildings, just because many of them don't know why he's called so great is because of this kind of buildings, which he pioneered. This is Escort factory in Delhi, and this is his water storage tank, which we learned from him. It is about ferrocement, and he said that each and every village of Maharashtra should have this kind of water tank. So this water tank specialty is that the way it is tied, is one of the the workers he developed in paint. I would say they are not actually workers, they are kalakar. Just see the way such a beautiful round ball and is used to run away with the wind, So we started putting bamboo around it, and this is how the tank is done. This is 1.5 lakh liter, 75,000 at bottom, and 75,000 liter at up. And what happens is that the lower tank becomes kind of a foundation for the And we did 64 tank till now, and we never charged it, and we actually monitored it, And then we started learning ferrocement. This is my son Arjun's work, and we still have some of them with us. And we are actually, because of Arjun, I'm taking it forward. These are some old buildings. This is 100 feet tall kind of pyramid in Narayangao. It was a wayside restaurant, and it has 3 levels, which you can see. And beautiful site, And I did in my small second-hand red color van, 55 trips, This is on left-hand side, you can see Vishnu Joshi, and next to him is me. And the technique which we learned from him is this, to make a concrete block of 3 sizes and 3 types on site, and with a small machine, which is, then it was for 30,000 rupees. And now we have egg laying machine, and you need a half bag mixture. With that, you can do actually kind of a revolution. This is my first day in Pune office. My father left me a small 10 feet by 20 feet office on commercial office on Satara Road. That's Arjun. Then this is where I started. This is a very small office, 3.5 meter by 7 meter with a height of 3.5 meters. So it is kind of a 2 cubes actually. And the office is at 2 level. So what happens is actually you can have your floor space at 140 centimeter. So there are 3 grids of like 70, 70, 70, and then you have a sitting on top. So photographs will clear it, So this is the central part of it, and everything was done in plywood, but it was done kind of as if I am doing architecture, because then I never had architecture jobs, To get my first job, I have to wait for almost 5 years after coming from Doshi 87. So this has a nice mirror at the corner, and actually you can look up, here from this mirror. There is a periscope. There is another periscope. You can just catch the garden in front on Shirole Road. And I always thought that my mother should be always with me. And then this is Albert Einstein, because I thought that I never understood what is E is equal to mc square. So I used to tell God, Bhaiya iski buddhi mujhe de dena. Lekin it never happened actually. So this is that office. You can see how you can sit at 2 levels, the lower level and upper level. And this is that khadda sitting. There is a story to this. When I reached Toshi's office, he was very angry. He said that you Pune people come with drawings and without appointment, I will not take you. And then I have to work 2 months somewhere else. And then again, when I came back, and once he said that, okay, I will take you, and he actually shifted me to khadda sitting. So in Sangat also there is one khadda sitting where unwanted people are dumped, and I was one of them for almost like a year, and with me another senior person was there. So at least I was happy that some senior is with me. And but luckily Purushottam, the great model maker in his office, he was next to me, and I learned a lot of model making from him. And I still feel that it was a last master studio, the kind of drawings and kind of photographs and kind of models we used to do is unbelievable. So this is recently my published book, which talks about 9 houses, the technique is called Vishnu Paddhat. So I did these houses almost like 35 years ago, and in my first book, I am trying to narrate that whole story of how Vishnu Paddhat works for 2nd and 3rd tier city, and how you can do quickly, nice houses with light, So everyone has a light, right to space, light, and proportion, and that is what. Quickly, I will show you a few houses. This is my first house. It's called Mukesh Dedia House, and it has a central courtyard, 60 by 40, that famous plot, and house is 35 feet by 25 feet, and You can see the photographs, and luckily because of Ravi Gadre, this photograph survived. He was staying in the same society. I requested him that please take photographs. He's a very good photographer. So luckily this photograph survived. Everywhere is about light and the Vishnu Paddat, where with load bearing you can do. This is the second house. This is called Dhiren Kurani house, and I'm very happy. Luckily, he's here today. Generally, after 35 years, nobody knows but luckily he's here, and even he came to my Calcutta exhibition, and I'm really happy that today he's here. And there is a small story of this. Quickly, I will narrate it. I was going to site. He stopped me, and he said that, "Are you Girish Doshi?" I said, "Yes." Then he says, "You know who I am?" I said, "Of course I know. We are classmates and we are Dhiren Kurani." So then I asked him, "What you do?" So he said that I have this business where I sell certain things, and then he asked me, "What you do?" So he said that, I said that I am architect. So he says, "Architect su kare Gujarati ma?" So I said, "Architect makan bande." So immediately he pulled me from the scooter, he put the stand and took me about 1,000 feet and told me that this is 4,000 square feet plot and I want to build my house here. So I said, "When you want to start?" So he said, "Tomorrow morning." And I said, "Why such a hurry?" That he says, No. You will know the reason later. I will tell you later. But I said, "Okay." I always had a pen and diary, which I learned from Doshi. So immediately I drew a plan saying that you have two roads. So just say leave 15 feet from there. Other two sides you just say 3 meter and add 2 feet more for the foundation and start digging up to 900 mm, 90 centimeter. So he said, "Okay." And after 1 week he came to my office and he told me that, Khodai thai gayi, excavation thai gayo. So I said, "How come?" So he said, "No, see," so I asked him, "How much you dug?" So he said, "I went up to 2.4 meter. I said, "Why? You are supposed to just dig 90 centimeter. He said, "No, but machine mafat ma mali gyo." So I told him that, "Okay, then you go back and dig more, if you want. Then we will decide how to start the foundation and. But this is really what Dhiren Kurani is, and he's one of dearest friend, and kind of things which I could learn from him. This is his son. Now he's in America, very proud, and he's working with Tesla factory. And this is the house. You can just see how the architecture then was, And 35 years ago, this is kind of a, because the society people said that Dhiren bhai agar kai paisa lagta nathi, because there is no decoration, nothing, So people never understood how a building can be like this, But I was very happy it was capturing the sky and, kind of a storytelling and kind of a life which it created in such a small space. The building footprint is like 24 feet by 40 feet, And it is really well connected. All the 5 rules of Corbusier I have used here. This is a bedroom which has a light from the top, so you can see the rain and stars at night. And of course, you can cover it also. This is my third house, which is called Mr. and Mrs. Iyer house. Initially, they were very angry because that film was there, Mr. and Mrs. Iyer. But then after seeing that house, so this is like 32 feet wide house, and again that load bearing system. And you can see because of filler slab, there is no beam anywhere. And the photographs which you see here is on both the sides. So the total album he had, black and white. So I told him that anyway those albums are in locker, so why not give it to me? I will use it as a railing. So all the people, Tamil people from Chennai, when he used to come, they used to sit here and look at those photographs and very happy, And in that, one photograph is always there, which you click for your first license, scooter license, and always you look in that, kind of a wanted, So a lot of sunlights, a lot of skylight, and various things. And then I learned this technique of Venturi effect, with small window you can pump the air, and then storytelling like bridge, crossing the bridge, going to the kids' bedroom. And this was grandfather's room, and he can look actually to the kitchen. This is a bridge, and I use this vestige of Jaisalmer from Rajasthan. And of course, there is a nice garden, and we had a debate about this wall. So I told them that within 3 or 5 years, you will have tall tower here. So let this be, and this becomes a very nice kind of a birthday party space. And you can see a nice office here, where. And this is Khadke house. This is take on kind of a Vada sentiments. He had an old Vada in Rastapet, and he said that I love Vadas, and can we have central court? But of course, as you know, that nowadays central court is necessarily should be covered. So this is like 6-bedroom house. So 2 bedrooms at lower level. These are like wind catchers and very modern space, but with sentiments of Vada. So each space gets, each room gets ventilation from all 4 sides. Then there is a turbo ventilator and solar chimney on top, with a glass. And this is like a wind catcher. You can close it when you go to the bedroom above. You can close this, and you can open the upper part, and it goes to the basement also. So house is from outside. You can see all the turbo ventilator and wind catchers, and I did just this Vada kind of a thing. Luckily, this is a dead end here, and this initially I didn't wanted this railing to come here, but then eventually it came. This is my slightly larger house in Nashik, which is called Dhara Nivas. Dhara Nivas is about light and space and the whiteness, kind of. So where again that these techniques are used, and you can see how beautiful it looks when shadow is on white surface. And this is my puja room. I always invented this puja room as a blue color. So this blue color gets reflected inside, and around the god you get nice blue glow, which looks very beautiful. And so this is dining area. This is the 2 wind catchers, and it has a nice fountain at bottom level. And during summer you can start that fountain. The space gets cooled here, and then because of that the cold air comes down. This is mother's bedroom, which is connected to the kitchen here. And during your pujas and all that, you can put nice flowers in this. It's just 2 or 3 inches of water. And this is recent project. It is called Swarkul. If you know Pandit Uday Bhavadkar, he is one of the most prominent Drupad player, and he wanted a space. So he said that I am not Guru, so I would not say my building as a Gurukul. I will say it is like a Swarkul. So I was very happy to do this Swarkul, where you have 10 students, under Guru Shishya Parampara. They actually study, So here Udayji is teaching his daughter, and this is a Saraswati statue which came from London. It was gifted to him, and these are his 2 gurus. So he stayed with them for 12 years, and the kind of struggle and the kind of story he narrates, I really love it, and they have this huge dining table they needed. 12 people can sit here, and there is a kitchen here, because all of them, they eat together, and that is the pure meaning of Swarkul. This is building from outside, a lot of plantation. These are all the rooms actually, and this is a big Riyaz hall with Guru's room here, and 6 car parking, and then you can see at night, So always nowadays I actually do this amphitheater and social spaces, because I think the building's meaning only to giving satisfaction to client is not enough. You have to go much beyond it, and that slowly I'm learning now. And so this is another space in Lonavala, and this is just by chance I did this single column 6-story office building, because the plot width was just 40 feet and it was 100 feet deep. So I thought that if I put too many columns, it will not work. So many times, the scooter people going, they just stop, they suddenly feel that something is wrong with this building, where the other column has vanished. This is SAR. So this is 3 actually buildings which I'm going to show, where I got client, a very young client, all the women's, So this is Nikita. Nikita is a furniture designer and she studied in Bnca only. And now she has this brand called SAR. SAR is a Marathi shabda. And then I told her that we will have nice village, instead of doing a proper office building, why not we can have a small kind of village, So this is 80 feet by 8 feet footprint. There is a amphitheater here, and everything was done in 40 days because her father is kind of Precast India Limited, their company, and they had a lot of wastage which I have used here. And now this art gallery is in process. There is a deep jungle here. You enter from NDA, next to garden court, and then you go inside. And then you have living room, dining, and her idea is very nice that architect will come and stay here, and you can see here amphitheater. This is dining kitchen area, and then swimming pool, and the greenery there, and beautiful light. And this is all lime plaster, and Jodhpur stone, white sandstone. So almost like same color is used at both way, and this gives kind of a little village feel. Now landscape is also grown now. This is slightly old photos, but the storytelling is with staircases and as if lost street of some village. And so this is a rainwater channel which I learned from Stein. Stein has done this in Delhi at many places. And then small staircases from Shanorawada, where here you don't have to use your leg, you have to use your hand to go up, kind of. Very interesting. This is second project. This is I did for Sunandini. She is from USA. Now she's almost 80-year-old. I did this house for her 20 years ago. And she put a lot of faith in me, and she actually found me somewhere from internet. So I still don't know, because anyway. So here, there is a nice water here, and the cross section is like this. So living, kitchen, dining, everything is above, and 5 bedrooms at lower level, and then you have a tower for water storage tank, because we pump the water from Moshi Lake. And then I have done institute above, so the water goes there. You can see the location, and we are so good, in Pune, because whenever I show this slide, that within 40 minutes or 40 kilometer, you have such a beautiful locations. And this building is completely in stone, 2 feet thick walls, and it has, originally I wanted to do a stone vault here, but then she said that I will need a cover here to another ramp, and then I took advantage of that stone thing. And this is interesting story. I said that I will not have a cover for the main entrance because you are capturing this beautiful view here. So then Ambegaonkar, she said that suppose I have to go from here to here in a rainy season, so what I will do? So I said that you take an umbrella and you go there, and again run another umbrella, come here. So first she was very angry, but then she understood, and then eventually she told me, because there is a nice waterfall here, and during the kind of rainy season, all these spouts, the water actually comes right in the center and falls down. So, and then of course we do this in Diwali diyas, and this is a ferrocement roof on top. So it has its own presence, here. And this is the west side, this is the east side where you can see the water. And I always add this social space in between. This is the most used space because 5 bedrooms are private and upper part is all living, kitchen, dining. But mostly people spend time here. And during the flowering season, the total 5 bedrooms are covered with this lilies, on top. And this is Tare Zami Par. This is an intrinsic concept, A lot of wastage was lying around, and I thought that why not to have nice, seats, Corbusier seat, 12 seats in different positions, and people can actually sleep here, and they can see the stars. Actually, you can see little bit of stars here, and it is literally absolutely dark at night, and this is well used space, And this is the right opposite to it, her institute, and where it is called CEES, Center for Energy, Environment and Sustainability, where I used a very strong sloping roof, and you can see the courtyards. And this is my third client, Pooja. She was very young at that point of time, and she gave me this complete opportunity to this Brick School of Architecture, and I'm still very happy because till that point of time I was doing just farmhouses and bungalows, and suddenly I went to do PhD kind of, But I have to deliver it in 7 months, and initial phase I finished in 7 months. So you can see all the studios here and courtyard, and so this is cross section. So my idea was that when you enter, you should have a very low height, and then you just rise, because contour goes like that. So this is the front portion. This is how it looks from the top, and central court. This is the space and bridge which is quite often used, and lot of this is called Muktangan. There is Tarangan also, and all the studios have architect's name, and especially the workshop, 2 workshop have female architect's name, and this is a side elevation of that central court with a bridge, and I always feel very happy when, generally when I go here, 1 male and 1 female student, standing here, This is some experiment with the window. This is all out of wastage, Many times my garage gets filled with wastage, and I thought that why not use that as a different kind of windows. This is my most favorite window. Each window has my family name. This is my wife's window. It's called Sadhana window. You will ask why? Because it's most complicated. I was very happy Charles Correa visited, and I showed him that lake house. And of course, my mother is watching here. Anant Raje and Doshi. There is a story to this. We are on airport, and when I left Doshi in 1987, he told me that if I come to airport and if you are not there, I will know that you are not doing good work. So I told him that no, I will be always there. Don't worry. And literally 43 years, each and every time when he came to airport, I was there, I'm really proud of it, And this is the last program of Doshi in Feed, when a lot of crowd was there. So it was like enormous, and I created this huge 40 feet long poster of indoor housing. And this is his last bye to Pune, This was last time he said bye-bye to Pune. And now you can see my exhibition at Calcutta, and then I did, this is a Calcutta exhibition. Luckily the venue was really good, with a lot of light from the top, and it is 3,000 square feet. And I have put all my 40 years of work. And then now it's shifted to Rajkot. You can see some other drawings and everything here. And a special thank you to entire ESA team and Bnca for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to speak the gathering. I am grateful to my family, friends, and students for believing in me and for the love and support they have given me. As a closing note, I invite you to watch a 1 minute film on B.V. Doshi from the road exhibition held on August 26, 2023, a tribute on the occasion of his first birth anniversary. As you may know, the renowned master architect Balkrishna Vittaldas Doshi hailed from Pune. He studied at Nutan Marathi High School and went on to become the first Indian to receive the prestigious Pritzker Prize. So to tribute to him, yeah, it is just 1 minute. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I'll request you to remain on stage, please. We have to honor you. Thank you for this wonderful World Architecture Day talk. Nothing more befitting than having Girish Doshi present this wonderful presentation to us. Thank you for obliging us with your work. I'm going to invite the AESA President, AESA Vice President, our trustees, Jayanti Namdar sir and Nimkar sir on stage to, along with Architect Vikas Bhandari, to honor Architect Girish Doshi with a citation. And I'm going to read out the citation until all our dignitaries join us on the stage. Sorry. We, the President and the Executive Committee of AESA, are proud to present this citation of AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education to Architect Girish Doshi in recognition of his profound contribution to architectural practice, education and professional leadership. A graduate of the Bharatiya Kala Prasarani Sabha College of Architecture, Pune, Architect Girish Doshi has built a career defined by design excellence, academic rigor and a deep commitment to advancing the architectural profession in India. His architectural practice at Navkar Architects has been significantly shaped by the enduring influence of the legendary architect Padma Vibhushan B.V. Doshi, under whose mentorship he had the privilege of working. This association instilled in him a philosophy that harmonizes modernist principles with contextual sensitivity, sustainability, and human-centered design. I'm sure you have seen this in the work presentation. Inspired by Doshi's legacy, Architect Girish Doshi's work reflects a thoughtful integration of form, function, and cultural resonance, evident in a diverse portfolio spanning residential, institutional, and commercial projects that respond thoughtfully to their environment and users. Architect Girish Doshi's contribution have been widely recognized through prestigious awards, including the AESA Awards and the ICI Birla Award for Outstanding Concrete Structure. His insights have also enriched the architectural discourse through numerous publications in leading journals and magazines, where he has shared his experience on design innovation, construction methodologies, and sustainable practices. These writings have served as valuable resources for both students and professionals, further amplifying his impact beyond the studio and the classroom. In the realm of education, Architect Doshi has been a resolute mentor and educator, guiding generations of architecture students at prominent institutions like that of Marathwada Mitra Mandal College of Architecture, Pune, the Brick School of Architecture, Pune, the D.Y. Patil School of Architecture, and many more. His role as a visiting faculty member, thesis advisor, and jury member has helped shape curricula and elevate academic standards. He continues to promote experiential learning and critical inquiry, preparing students for the complexities of contemporary practice. His active participation in professional forums, design competitions, and technical committees reflect his ongoing engagement with the architectural community. Through this exemplary practice, scholarly contributions, and unwavering dedication to teaching, Architect Doshi embodies the ideals of architectural excellence and service. AESA Pune is proud to present the AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education 2025 with this citation of honor to eminent educator, practitioner, Architect Girish Doshi today on the 13th of October 2025, and we wish him a long, happy and healthy life in the years to come. Thank you. Round of applause for Architect Girish Doshi, and all his students here are giving him a standing ovation, deserved thoroughly. Thank you for a World Architecture Day presentation as well, sir. Lovely. There's a citation and a small gift on behalf of AESA. He has a lot of plaques at his home, so we thought we'll not add a plaque, rather add a very specific citation for his contribution. And to store all those photographs, a wonderful gift from AESA's side. Group photograph, please, quickly. I'll join you for the photograph. I'll request the family members also to quickly come up for the group photograph. Arjun, please join us. All right, all smiles. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Architect Girish Doshi and his family. We move on to our second awardee this evening. I request the dignitaries to remain on stage. Bhandari sir, I'll request you to remain on stage. We'll request you to be seated. We'll pull up the chairs quickly until I read out the second citation and then invite our awardee, second awardee, to receive his award. Somebody as exemplary and as versatile as our previous awardee. Our second award this evening is to Architect Prashant Deshmukh, and I'm going to read out the citation and then invite him to present his acceptance speech to all of you. Requesting dignitaries to have a seat, please. Yes. We, the President and the Executive Committee of AESA, are proud to present this citation of AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education to Architect Prashant Deshmukh in recognition of his outstanding contribution to architecture and education over more than 4 decades of dedicated professional practice and academic service. Architect Prashant Deshmukh's formative years as a rank holder at the Sir J.J. College of Architecture, Mumbai, laid the foundation for an illustrious career that began in 1976. As an editor of Shilpa Sagar, Sir J.J. College's magazine, and first student representative of the architecture faculty to Bombay University, he set precedents for future student involvements in the institutional governance. His professional tenure with Taj Group of Hotels and Gherzi Eastern Limited exposed him to international and national projects across hospitality, industry, and infrastructure. With diverse professional experience, he established his own firm, Prashant Deshmukh Associates, PDA, in 1986 and led landmark projects nationwide, including industrial, commercial, and educational, and even Indian Railways under the Gati Shakti Amrit Bharat program. impacting the urban fabric of several cities. Amongst his prestigious accolades are the Iconic Designer of India Award by the Architecture and Design Festival 2024, AESA Silver Award 2008, Jury's Recommendation Award for Allied Services, ICI Birla Super Award for Outstanding Concrete Structure, a National Award from Steel Structures and Metal Buildings, SSMB of India, and a Lifetime Achievement Award by Vijaya Lakshmi Charitable Trust. And there are many more, of course. As an author of architectural awareness for railway engineers, he has contributed to professional literature, and his work regularly features in leading architectural publications and TV channels, establishing him as a public intellectual in the domain. Architect Prashant Deshmukh has also served on academic councils and board of studies at the University of Pune and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, and is also a course coordinator for NIASA, the CUATRC. As a patron member of AESA Pune, PAI Pune, and an office bearer of the II Maharashtra, Architect Deshmukh continues to champion professional developments and ethical standards within the field. He is also involved with the Rotary International, Parvati Punya Bhushan Puraskar, and various government advisory positions, further highlight his commitment to social causes and civic engagement. For over 40 years, Architect Prashant Deshmukh has advanced the craft, business, and teaching of architecture with unwavering commitment, deep intellect, and visionary leadership. His legacy continues to inspire architects, engineers, educators, and students, creating a far-reaching impact across professional communities. AESA Pune is proud to present the AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education 2025 with this citation of honor to eminent educator and practitioner, Architect Prashant Deshmukh, today, the 13th of October 2025, and wish him a long and happy, healthy life in years to come. Thank you. Architect Prashant Deshmukh, all of you. I'll request him to receive the citation first and then make his acceptance speech. All right. I'll request family members also to quickly join for the photograph. Anybody from the friends and family wishes to join the group photograph quickly? Sir? Office staff also, of course. All of you please join in. Lovely. Kindly join us for the family photo here. Requesting all of you to just close in so that. Right. All right. Request all smiles. Please join, sir. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Requesting the dignitaries to be seated and Architect Prashant Deshmukh to make his acceptance speech, please.
Hello. Okay. Good evening, everyone. At the outset, I wish to thank the AESA team, headed by, of course, my dear friend Jayant. I see my co-teacher, Bhandari sir. I see my first contractor of my practice, Divakar, way back in 1976. Good friends, Rajay as well. We have been interacting, probably also making some arguments during the course. It is very tough to speak after B.V. Doshi's presentation and Girish's presentation. Girish, congratulations for that great presentation. Friends, it was, I'm not going to speak on my projects because there are 4 or 5 episodes on me and you can always see them, right? I'm going to speak purely on what I did for the education in India. And that was way back in 1976 when I passed from JJ. And Sir Charles Correa was my teacher in 4th year design. And that inspired me, that always imbibed me one thing, that although you are a leading architect and practitioner and whatever it is, spend a little time for education. We had, fortunately or unfortunately, I do not know, but then we went on reforming JJ College of Architecture. We went on strike. I went to the jail in, what is that jail? So it was near the college. Of course, we had the police commissioner's office next to us. So it was under Department of Technical Education Board, and we wanted to take it up to the Bombay University, and we succeeded doing that. And then I was the first UR. So during those strike period, the seniors used to take classes of the juniors, and that is where probably I came to know that I have some different kind of skills where students get motivated and they start doing studies and performing better. But then, the 6-7 years with the Swiss company and Taj Group of Hotels and things like that, all that thing was kind of kept in a cupboard till I came back to Pune. Thanks to, of course, CM of those days, Sharat Chandraji Pawar. We did some works in Baramati, particularly in the sector of textiles, because I was expert in textile reformation those days. Having worked with a lot of projects for Mapatlals and Godrej and Bombay Dyeing and whatnot. But then, I started feeling there is a lot of time available in Pune. When I came from Bombay to Pune, yes, we had a lot of time. And so I used to go to the Trust those days, interact with Vilasarao Deshmukh and Nilangekar and all that. In fact, I used to tell them, why don't you start? There was a hostel building and there was a commerce building. And I told them, why don't you start architecture? They raised their eyebrows, but then it happened. And when it happened, I think the first batch, I still remember, Ramchandra Patil and Vilasarao Deshmukh came to my place. And they said, you have to come to the college. I never knew what it is. And in fact, there was an offer of becoming a principal. I said, I don't have time to become a principal. And believe me, I almost spent almost a day, almost every day. And the first batch from MMCA was of 27 students. Believe me, each of them used to come to my house. So it was full day in the college and another, at least 11 o'clock till night. And there was only one college those days called BKPS College of Architecture. And of course, the first exam that happened, basically, we did not have any examiner from our institute. So there was a big challenge for my students to get into the selection thing. And the BKPS, with due respect to them, they thought that this is Marathwada, means students from Marathwada. But it was not like that. And I had told those days, late Abhay Sharma ji and many other people, that my college is also equally competent. There are good students, and you will see that at least 10 of them will get first classes, in spite of the fact that we don't have an examiner from our college. Believe me, the first student, the first ranker was from my college. There were 7 first classes, and all of them are doing great today in India and abroad. So that is where, thanks to BKPS again, teachers, they called me, there was a big party thrown, and everybody said, it is because of you, why don't you join BKPS? So then I started going to BKPS and teaching there as well. There as well with Vikas Bhandari, I have taught design, but my pet subject was always professional practice. So that is something which also I started. And believe me, today I am wanted in most of the colleges in Maharashtra. And I still spend at least 2 hours every day for education, and that is something very satisfactory to me. I became, of course, the chairman examiner. I became the member of the board of studies. And while member of the board of studies, I was with the senior architects of Pune, including Bnca Sardesai from BKPS. He was principal that time. And I suggested some reforms which were kind of opposed initially, but then they were picked up. And will you believe that 2 of very brilliant students of MMCA were not examined because they had done drawings on computer, on AutoCAD. And they said, everybody said, all the teachers said, the examiner who came from Bombay has left without marking them, basically because it is not in the syllabus. And then fortunately, myself and Vaikunth Sardesai, we were examiners in Mumbai. We traveled by Deccan Queen. I took him to the pantry car and told him, sir, we are likely to, take the work, see the works of the students in JJ and other colleges today. When we come back in the evening, we will sit again in the same pantry car and review what is the difference between Pune and Mumbai. And then believe me that most of the works were done on AutoCAD and computers. And so in the evening I told him that, sir, everybody is opposing. 2 good students were not even marked because they did drawings on AutoCAD and computers. And here everybody did that. And we have only marked them. And Sardesai sir's answer was, it was there in the syllabus. So I went to the Vice Chancellor and saw to it that such drawings are permitted thereafter in the syllabus in Pune University. This is one example I am giving. There are many examples of reforming the syllabus and such issues there. But from there till now, that I am almost daily in connection with various institutes in and around Pune. I was also advisor to the Vice Chancellor of Dr. Batu when they started architecture, and I said, every time that was a painful thing that we always came under the engineering faculty and not a separate architecture faculty. So in Dr. Batu, I saw that the architecture was there installed as a separate faculty and not connected with engineering. So that is something which I did in Dr. Batu, and there are many colleges under Dr. Batu today. The syllabus was also framed wherein I took part along with Rajiv Mishra from JJ, and this syllabus is almost at par with the world. So that particular syllabus we created for Dr. Batu. Now same thing, I was always suggesting with the Pune University, various institutes, wherever I am going. Today I am, of course, advisory role to Allana College of Architecture, that is another university now called Inamdar University. We are also there with SB Patil College of Architecture as a CWC member or whatever it is. So a lot of advisory role to all the colleges in Pune. Surprisingly, after few years, I realized that architecture alone is not the field which I should be talking about. Because the whole world was changing, so was the world in India changing, and I thought that architects would be better project or construction managers than the engineers alone, or than probably the chartered accountants. Those days, some of the chartered accountants were practicing as project managers. So then I started initiating this idea of putting into the construction management courses, either in the form of the BH level or the master's level. And I'm glad that today in Pune University and other universities, we have a lot of, courses which are leading to the master's courses on construction and project management. And there was a live example that I thought, there was a student in MMCA who was very good at his, very meticulous at his work, but not great in design. And I told him that if at all you are going abroad for masters, please see that you do it on project management or construction management. His parents came to me and literally fought with me that we put the student in architecture because we want him to become an architect. And you are telling him something else. I said, don't worry about it. Teachers know better than the parents. And then this boy, he got into US. Believe me, he stood first in the university. 3 years he practiced from East Coast to the West Coast as a very, very great project manager at a very young age. And he was invited by the Sahara Group when we went for Ambi Valley. He was the advisor to Sahara Group development. And today, then afterwards he joined Lanco, and today he is vice president of Tata Projects Private Limited. So if I could make a student of this kind, and there are many examples. There was another student called Bhakti Purandare who was from Bnca, because I was also teaching to Bnca. They invited me to teach. I used to teach a little bit of design, but more of professional practice, along with Rajiv Rajesh sir. And there this Bhakti Purandare not only got into the first rank of Pune University. She was from a very middle class, lower middle class family, but then I motivated her to go to US and do something in the masters. My dear friends, today she is a director of an American architectural company. So, what I have experienced over the years is that any part of the world that I go, travel, or I am speaking on the dais, there is always a person to call sir to me. Every country that I have visited, I find that there is a boy or a girl behind me, and they just want to say thank you to me for showing their way. And I think we take pride in this. We take a great pleasure in this, and that is what teacher is all about. I think I wanted to convey this thought to all the teachers here in this hall, in this room, that, and also the practicing architects and engineers, that if we are not contributing, if we are not sharing, we will not be able to build leaders for tomorrow for this country. So I think this is the message that I wanted to give. Now, a little bit about what we can do today as teachers. I believe that teachers have a greater challenge today than in the previous days. Because the kind of syllabus that we had was a very simple one. I graduated in 76. I used to teach the same thing, I think, till 1986. But today, almost, I always say that every single day, minimum 3 new technologies and 5 new materials land in my office. Can you believe that? And how will we teach building material subject? It's tough for any teacher. If you have any formula, please let me know. But this is going to be the thing. And Jayant, who has created a 25-storied building in 6 to 7 months in Hyderabad. And you can just imagine what kind of theories are we talking about. We are still dealing with brick and stone and sustainability and such kind of subjects. Why don't you talk about the revolution that is happening in terms of construction technology itself? The steel, for example, I am supposed to be the chairman of Indian Steel Construction Association today, sitting with the Steel Ministry of India. And then I am sharing that this subject is not there anywhere in engineering or anywhere in architecture. Jayant will agree with me that, most of you must be knowing that we have concrete outside and steel inside. And Jayant does buildings where steel outside and concrete inside, a technology which is called CFT. How many of you really know about it? Whether the council knows about it? Whether the engineering people know about it. We did one building which was G+1 building without excavation, without plain beam, without foundations. It's called LGFS, the light gauge form steel. A different technology. And how many people really know about it? And who is going to speak about all this? So my urge here is AESA should take a lead in this particular tough challenge that we have. And that challenge is 3 new technologies, 5 new materials landing every day in Pune itself. Whether they are indigenous, whether they are from abroad, you must be there. 2 days back I was in Bombay. I was invited to speak on sandwich panels. And such a revolution is happening in sandwich panels today. And I just told them that if you are using PU is hazardous, and therefore the insurance premium increases. So better, we should not talk about PU. And they wanted to They wanted me to speak on PU-based sandwich panels. So these things are happening. There are newer and newer challenges that are coming, because most of the clients that are landing today in India, they will come to your office and say wanted yesterday. I think Girish told that his client wanted tomorrow. But Girish, no, the situation is wanted yesterday. Things have changed. And so do we have time to go for conventional methods of construction? I am sure it is not that time. The time is changed. The whole world is changing. There are many, many different things that are happening. And I think that it is a challenge for the teachers to keep learning. This is a time where they should keep learning. And if they keep learning and institutes such as AESA keep supporting, I am sure there will be a day where we will not be in the 3rd or 5th place, but in the 1st place in the world. I hope God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful talk and that acceptance speech. We're going to quickly move on to our third felicitation this evening. Allow me to just change the slides. Yes. Our third awardee this evening is an engineer. AESA takes pride that we have architects and engineers as our members, and an engineering teacher. Who better than Engineer Subhash Deshpande? We, the President and the Executive Committee of AESA, are proud to present this citation of AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education to Engineer Subhash Deshpande. In recognition of outstanding contributions, both as a practitioner and a trailblazer in civil engineering, education, and professional advocacy. A chartered civil engineer with advanced training from Canada, Engineer Subhash Deshpande's expertise spans a career of more than 45 years of unwavering service dedicated to the highest standards of plumbing, sanitary, and fire suppression engineering across numerous projects in and around Pune. Renowned for his technical acumen and dedicated to ethical practice, he has become a trusted plumbing consultant, shaping the success of countless landmark buildings all over India. His leadership has been instrumental through his roles as past chairman of the Pune chapter of the Indian Plumbing Association, IPA, and the Pune Center of the Building Association of India, BAI, as well as in his capacity as a patron member of AESA. His influence extends to the academic community, having served as the president of the Alumni Association of the College of Engineering Pune, COEP, his alma mater. One of his landmark contributions to the Indian building industry is the conceptualization and development of India's first dedicated plumbing lab at COEP, Pune, a visionary collaboration between IPA and COEP. This pioneering facility has set new benchmarks in practical training and has since inspired the creation of advanced plumbing laboratories nationwide, vastly improving technical education in the vital domain. Mr. Deshpande's passion for knowledge dissemination is evident in his prolific authorship of technical papers and his much acclaimed Plum Talks, which he delivers at academic as well as professional gatherings across the country. Most recently, Mr. Deshpande was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award by the IPA, a testament to a career defined by excellence, innovation, and service. After retiring as Director Plumbing at the IAPMO India, he continues to dedicate himself tirelessly to education and training, mentoring new generations of engineers and advancing best practices through the establishment of plumbing labs nationwide. His legacy is one of the transformative impact and enduring inspiration, embodying the ideals of the engineering profession and the spirit of Teachers' Day recognition by AESA. AESA Pune is proud to present the AESA Award for exemplary contribution to education 2025 with this citation of honor to eminent educator Engineer Subhash Deshpande today, the 13th of October 2025, and we wish him a long, happy and healthy life in the years to come. Round of applause to Engineer Subhash Deshpande, requesting him to come up on stage and receive this honor from AESA. मुलांना रिडू देतात, तुम्हाला पण. Thank you very much. Hemant Lele sir, would you want to join us for a quick group photograph here up there? Please, Sunil ji, Hazare ji. सरांच्या हातात द्या ना. All right, all smiles. Requesting Subhash sir to make his acceptance speech, and then we'll move on to our last felicitation for the evening.
Good evening. I'm here because of plumbing, a subject which is completely neglected and very crucial, both. Plumbing, building services basically is now becoming very important in the building design, because buildings are becoming complex. You cannot just depend on the plumbing done by plumber. You have to have proper plumbing engineers, plumbing consultants to design the plumbing. And I was very lucky to be part of Indian Plumbing Association. The National Building Code, which has hardly few pages on plumbing, section 9. We decided to have a better elaborate plumbing code. So we collaborated with International Plumbing Association, IAPMO, America, and we prepared the plumbing code, which is now 1200 pages, very elaborate plumbing code. I was very lucky to be associated with the World Plumbing Council. I got the scholarship from World Plumbing Council to go to Australia and study plumbing. Then I was associated with International Plumbing Association, California. I was lucky to go to US and learn plumbing. And this plumbing code, elaborate plumbing code, was the foundation, the basis that prompted me to start teaching in plumbing. And now, as Prashant said, I had thousands of students all over India, every part of India, to whom I have taught plumbing. Not only India, even abroad, I have traveled to Jordan and places like that to teach plumbing. While that was happening, I was able to develop a plumbing lab, a unique concept at College of Engineering, Pune, in about 15 years back. Now that lab is demolished and we are redeveloping it with additional area, with the latest plumbing techniques. It's a very evolving subject, plumbing, and lots of new techniques are coming, lots of new materials are coming. Nowadays, you cannot blame any leakage because of bad plumbing, because the plumbing techniques and plumbing materials are really very good these days. Right now, we are developing one plumbing lab in Goa, 30,000 square feet, 15 crores budget, to elaborate the latest plumbing technique. Is called Center of International Plumbing Practices. And we have a special museum over there which talks about Mai Jal Hoon. That is the title of the museum, Mai Jal Hoon. Because today, water conservation has become very important. we have recently, I'm a technical team member in many technical committees. Recently, we have completed writing the code ECSBC. Earlier, it was ECBC code. Now, S, sustainability, has come in that code. And I was part of the technical team, which talks now about water conservation. There is another code 17650 which talks about star rating for water conserving plumbing fixtures. Now all that has to be communicated to people, not only training but making them aware of good plumbing practices, because plumbing is directly related to your health. Only good plumbing can assure that your health and safety is there. So I continue doing it. One of the huge achievements is plumbing was not taught in engineering colleges. Forget architecture, even engineering it was not taught. But 2 years back we have signed MOU with AICTE, and AICTE has now made plumbing as a 100 marks subject compulsory for all engineering colleges. I was instrumental to finalize the syllabus. Then AICTE said we also need course material. So I have developed PowerPoints, 1100 slides for plumbing education, 100 marks paper, which will start from coming June. That is the 5th semester of all engineering courses all over India. That will be, I don't know how many colleges. And I'm really feeling very happy about this. Some contribution I could make in the field of plumbing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Engineer Subhash Deshpande. For those of you who know, he paints very well. Loves painting, trying different mediums, and we had the honor of traveling together and seeing some good sketches of him doing those sketches. It's lovely to see how he indulges into art as well. So round of applause for once again for Engineer Subhash Deshpande. And we move to our fourth awardee this evening. I think the eldest of them all. I keep calling him, he's the youngest of us here. And he celebrates his 84th birthday in 6 days from today. So our fourth awardee this evening is architect Suresh Sridhar Athavale. We, the President and the Executive Committee of AESA, are proud to present the citation of AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education to architect Suresh Sridhar Athavale in recognition of a career distinguished by architectural innovation, educational leadership, and a deep-seated commitment to advancing the profession's standards and values. Born into a family where architecture and education were celebrated, architect Suresh Sridhar Athavale was profoundly influenced by his father, whose foresight and determination were instrumental in establishing the BKPS College of Architecture, as it is named today, in Pune. The pioneering spirit and passion for architectural education that his father embodied inspired architect Suresh Athavale to pursue architecture, setting the foundation for his own remarkable journey. Architect Suresh Athavale earned a diploma in architecture from the Department of Technical Education, State of Maharashtra, followed by the prestigious associate examination of the Royal Institute of British Architects in London. His professional practice spans roles of increasing responsibility from government architectural offices in India to significant tenures in the USA, where he contributed to leading the projects including the architectural management, project design, construction documentation, and even code review. Upon returning to India, he became a leading proponent of innovative construction technologies, championing exclusive steel frame structures and sustainable building practices, as demonstrated in his own pioneering residential project in Pune and other numerous industrial and institutional assignments. His work has garnered notable honors, including the Special Jury Recommendation Award for Innovative Steel Structures and leadership roles in multiple design awards and technical committees such as the Indian Concrete Institute and also the Ultratech Awards for Outstanding Concrete Structures. As an educator, Architect Atavale has left an indelible impression as a visiting faculty member and guide to final year students, most notably at Bnca and BKPS College of Architecture as well, thereby fulfilling the educational legacy initiated by his father. He shares his expertise as a guest lecturer, conference convener, and also jury chair, fostering critical inquiry and technical excellence among students and peers alike. With a social zeal, he actively participates in professional organizations and community initiatives, exemplifying the values of civic engagement and, of course, lifelong learning. This citation from AESA stands a testament to his transformative impact on students, colleagues, and the built environment, while honoring the familial legacy that inspired his path. AESA Pune is proud to present the AESA Award for Exemplary Contribution to Education 2025 with this citation of honor to eminent educator, Architect Suresh Sridhar Atavale, today, the 13th of October 2025, and we wish him a long, happy, and healthy life in years to come. Over to you, Architect Atavale. This stage is not unknown to him. He has been on this stage. He's received the IIA Best Teacher Award a few years ago on the same very stage. Requesting our dignitaries to felicitate Architect Suresh Sridhar Atavale. And after that, for the photograph, we'll request the family members also to quickly join up on the stage. Okay. Photograph, please. Friends and family, can please join on stage. So 19th of October, he celebrates his 84th birthday. So advance happy birthday to you, sir. Perfect. Girish Doshi sir requested for a standing ovation to Atavale sir. If all of you could rise quickly. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Requesting Atavale sir to make his acceptance speech. Meanwhile, he has requested me to run a few slides, which I'll be, while he speaks, I'll be running those in the background. Over to you, Atavale sir. You want to sit and talk, or would you be okay at the podium? Yeah, I think that should be good. Chair diwe.
Good evening. I'm very much thankful to AESA. I'm very much thankful to my colleagues in Bnca, all my friends and well-wishers. This has happened because of all these people. I cannot forget my father, my mother, my sisters, all my family members. My father started architecture education in Pune in 1954 after he retired from the government service. That time it was a part-time diploma course of Maharashtra Technical Education, Government of India Technical Education. The college hours were 7:30 to 9:30, that's it. We have very few subjects: architectural design, building construction, applied mechanics, that is theory of structure, sanitation and hygiene, surveying and leveling, history of architecture, specification. These were the subject for 5 years. There was one more subject, perspective and physiography. I was very good at that. See, I want to go a little bit before this. My elder sister and myself, we were both learning together. My sister was very studious, and being opposite sex, I was not. My mother was very worried. At the 11th standard examination, SSC, my mother told me, Suresh, तू कोणी हो पण आर्किटेक्ट होऊ नकोस, कारण तुझ्या वडिलांनी काही मिळवलं नाही. In those days, getting admission in college was not very difficult. We were staying at Tilak Road. Little less than walking distance was SP College. So what I did before getting admission, I get membership for the art circle. Then PT instructor's course. Why PT instructor's course? Because you get 2 shorts, 2 t-shirts, a pair of canvas shoes and 2 pair of socks free. Then I became a cadet for NCC also, armed courses. Now I have not taken any admission as yet. Anyway, later on I took admission for science. After 6 months, that was the first year for pre-degree course. After 6 months, I attended NCC camp in Goregaon. When I was looking back, I realized that I made a big mistake. I won't be able to even pass out for the first year college. On way back from Bombay, in the train, I was just thinking what I should do. So when I came back home, my father asked me how was camp and all that thing. My mother also said. The next morning, I asked my father, can I talk to you? So he said, oh, sure. So I said, well, our captain interviewed us. It was just a lie. And he said to me, your father has started architecture education, and what are you doing here? My father said, wait a minute, what do you want to say? I said, I would like to join architecture. My father said, 6 months have already passed. If I don't complete first year with good marks, I will stop education and become Hamal. Because in those days, I was doing a lot of exercise, weightlifting, kusti, malkham. So I don't have brain, but I have good shoulders. But my father was kind enough, and he said, okay. My mother also then realized that I was giving very wrong advice to my son. To make long story short, when I was in second year, I used to teach perspective geography to first year students. Then I finished my final year, and the result, because the last year examination was in Bombay. There's a School of Arts. One evening, my friends, classroom colleagues, not many, about 4 or 5, because that time, 5 or 6 students is a great number. He came to me and he said, our result is out in Bombay. Why don't you ask your father to make a telephone call from school? So I told my father. He said, why? Why don't you go to Bombay? Get the result. So one, my classmate, Mahajan, his brother used to take vegetables from Pune to Bombay in a truck. He used to start from Pune at 4 o'clock in the morning. So he said, no problem. And I went to Bombay. My father gave me 5 rupees. He said, take some pedas. My eldest sister was in Bombay. Give it to her. You come back. That was the first time that I went to Bombay, I'll be honest, and I did not know where the School of Arts, there's a School of Art, because that time 4 or 5, when we went there for examination, we were in a group. And what happened? I went to JJ. I was looking for the result. I could not find number 5. So I knew that I couldn't get through. But then a friend came to me and said, congratulations. So I said, why? Because I failed? No, I failed. You are in second class. So his examination number was 5 and mine was 7. Then I went to Dadar, took some pedas, went to my sister, and I forgot, but where that my friend's brother, truck driver, dropped me, whether Bhaikala or Ghatkopar. But then I said, it cannot be Bhaikala, it must be Ghatkopar. So I took a bus, I went. By that time, there was no truck. Then without ticket, from Bhaikala, I traveled to Kalyan. Again, without ticket from Kalyan to Lonavala. Because, I had not more than 2 rupees. And somehow I could reach Shivaji Nagar. My friends came 2-3 times. My mother was very much worried. And my father, a very shrewd person, he said to my mother, he must have failed. The sea shore is very close by. So my mother started crying. Of course, she told me all this afterwards. But then I came to Shivaji Nagar and I literally started running. And from Shivaji Nagar to Tilak Road, I came. And then my friends were there and all that thing. And my father said, what happened? So I said, no, nothing happened. I have passed second class. And the whole atmosphere was changed. So after 5 years, I got a job as a draftsman grade 1 in Southern Command, Pune Zone Chief Engineer's Office. I worked with Chief Engineer's office in Pune, Madras, Bombay, 9 years. I don't know whether I should say it, I am happy to say this or sad, but there was no work. There was not a single drawing in my name. Because not much work. And I was always thinking about going abroad. So in 72, I got visa. I went to USA, Philadelphia. After looking for a job for almost 1 week, I got a job. And my whole life was changed. My first boss told me, Suresh, remember 2 things. Every day you learn something new. And don't make same mistake again. In those days, I was very much in preparing perspective drawings. So my first job I got for my perspectives. But my boss said, this is not your living in US, because in US, architects don't do this. There are professionals. And he taught me how to prepare working drawings. In American offices, there is a saying that if you get a call from construction site, you made a mistake. Because if your drawings are perfect, there is no need. And if the contractor is knowledgeable. So in 20 years, minus 3 years, 10 months when I was unemployed, I have never visited a site. You know, all these unemployment days, I learned one thing. Never lose hope. In my first 10 years, my first job I lost a week before Christmas in 1975. In America, small offices, there are 2 conditions. Either you give 2 weeks notice or 2 weeks pay. So a week before Christmas, secretary came to us, myself most junior and Ed Miller most senior, and said that Stanford Brooks wants you in his office. So we both went there, and he said, look guys, I cannot afford you anymore. This is your last week check, and this is your next 2 weeks. Goodbye. I came home early. My wife said, what happened? I said, there is good news and bad news. She said, what is bad news? I lost my job. She said, then what is good news? You take a job, I will look after the children. During those 10 months, I did work as babysitter. I did work as inventory clerk. I got a job at a petrol pump, gas station. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock in the morning. That was a great experience. That gave me such a confidence that under any circumstances I will survive. My father told me one thing, that Suresh, when you prepare a design, you should be able to build it. Otherwise, it's a piece of paper. And during these, I was in US from 72 till 80. In 79, my father died, so I came back. And again, 88 to 2000. In those 12 years, for 3 years, I was unemployed. But I did, look at that picture. I did carpentry. These are some of the projects. When I visit my son in US, I do this project for him. I painted my friend's house, two-story house from outside. Of course, all my friends paid me. One of my friends' basement, I laid tiles. I did copper plumbing. Lot of work I did. I did simple electrification. And I would say that those 3 months and 3 years and 10 months were best in my life. After I came here, Dr. Kashyap, who happened to be my student when I was teaching in Abhinav Kala Vidyalaya in 1980. So he said that, why don't you join us? So I said, but my speciality, so to say, is working drawings. We don't teach it here. He said, let us get started and then we'll see. Now, after 2 years, I got a job at MMCA. And Gayawad, Professor Gaya was the principal. One day he told me that, sir, you don't know AutoCAD, because 20 years plus or minus, all drafting I did was hand drafting. He said, we have decided to teach AutoCAD for the senior faculties. Because these students will tell you, sir, I lost the drawing. They will tell you a lot of stories, what happened to their AutoCAD drawing. So every Saturday we are going to conduct a 1 hour teaching for AutoCAD. So first Saturday there were 17 people. Second Saturday there were 10 people. Third Saturday there were 3 people. And fourth Saturday I was the only one. So I learned AutoCAD basic, 4 commands. Then again I was invited here in Bnca, and there I learned SketchUp and all these things. In year 2002, I decided to construct an apartment building. I had actually two-story duplex house here in Karvenagar, Manisha Society. And I decided to construct a steel frame building. So I know one structure engineer, R.N. Bhatt, because I used to work in Kirloskar Cummins. So when I went to him, he told me I did this, and I said, I want to construct a steel frame building. So he said, "Ara, काय तुला म्हातार चढ लागले? RCC बिल्डिंग बांध आणि मोकळा हो." तेव्हा ठरवलं मी, म्हाताऱ्या लोकांवर विश्वास ठेवण्यात अर्थ नाही. So I got a very young structure engineer, Prasad Oak, who is the son of my best friend, the best friend. Unfortunately, he is no more. And I told him that you are going to design this. Don't expect any money. And then one fabricator, Avinash Doshi, who was sort of, what I should say, apprentice when I was working in Kirloskar Cummins, there was a fabricator outside. So he said, I will construct it. And I completed this 3-story building. Steel frame, exposed steel frame, brick filler walls, and all inside walling is gypsum board, metal deck gypsum board. It was completed in 10 months. I got drawings approved, detailed drawings, and there is something known as plinth checking. So I went to corporation, I applied for plane checking. And I told the city engineer that I am not going to stop my work. If you find a 1-inch mistake, I will pull down my building. He said, you pulled down my? Yes, I pulled down my building. After 2 weeks, the building inspector comes, stands on the street right in front of my building and said, साहेब, हा इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया नाही आहे. मी म्हटलं मी कुठे म्हणलो इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया? नाही, तुम्ही लोखंडी बिल्डिंग बांधली आहे. मी म्हटलं इकडे आत या जरा, आतमध्ये खांब किती आहे बघा. This is a very worrisome. The plans, drawings are approved by corporation. They don't know anything. But that's the way it is. Anyway, to make long story short, I am standing now here because, like I said, all my friends, well-wishers, colleagues. See, I came into this education system. I am sure that my father is more than happy. Now, next semester, I am going to start a carpentry workshop for students. Thank you.
Thank you, Atole sir. He's already got that course approved. We are starting a short-term course on carpentry, all led by him, designed by him. Round of applause once again for Atole sir. We move to the second last segment of this evening, where I want to invite Girish Doshi sir, President AESA, Vice President AESA, to come up on stage. Inamdar sir and Nimkar sir also to join us on stage, alongside Bhandari sir. 6 of you on stage, please. We are doing a book launch for the latest book by architect Girish Doshi, that is called The 9 Houses. This book already was a part of the presentation that Doshi sir explained. Has stories, photographs, drawings, wonderful drawings from the 9 houses. I'm going to request for a photo op first and then unveil them. Right. Nimkar sir is, I think, has had to leave. All right. Parag Lakdiji, could you please do the honors and join us on stage? Our immediate past president, AESA. Yes, and a photo op, please. First a photo, and then at 3, 2, 1, we'll request you to unveil the book called 9 Houses by architect Girish Doshi. You can definitely ask for a signed copy from him. You can open some random pages and pose for another photograph. Right. Some wonderful drawings, some wonderful photographs. So that's the Pune launch of the book, and I believe Kolkata and Rajkot, we are the third one to launch it here. So round of applause for this wonderful book, and I'm told there are many more to come as well. Due to the paucity of time, I'm not going to really indulge into asking Doshi sir to explain the entire book, but maybe you would want to say a few words about the book. I think you've covered that in the presentation. All right. Round of one must read it so that you don't, that mystery remains. So round of applause for 9 houses. Thank you, everyone. On stage, I'm going to only request Rajesh sir and Tasgaonkar sir to remain on stage, along with Inamdar sir, because there's a special felicitation for Inamdar sir that we have organized for having supported our Teachers' Day Awards event. He said I know how we run these AESA shows. We know we are not commercially running all these shows, but this idea of doing the AESA Awards Teachers Day program is supported by one, the JW consultants, Joshi Watwe consultants, and other JVI. So I'm going to request our President and Vice President to felicitate our patron. Right, small plaque, and I'll request audience to remain, because after this the last segment of vote of thanks remains, and then there's dinner for everyone. We wouldn't want the food to go waste, so we want everyone to go back after having a lumptious dinner. Thank you JVI and Inamdar sir for your support. And here it is my duty to call upon Architect Sanjay Tasgaonkar ji for a vote of thanks, and after that we'll request all 4 awardees to come up on stage for a group photograph along with the volunteers and AESA EC members to end the evening. Before that, the vote of thanks by Architect Sanjay Tasgaonkar.
Good evening, everybody. To start with, I thank our awardees today, Architect Suresh Atole sir, Architect Prashant Deshmukh sir, Engineer Subhash Deshpande sir, and last but not least, Architect Girish Doshi sir. In fact, I stepped into academics because of Suresh Atole sir, and 15 years back, I was along with him teaching professional practice here at Bnca. Thank you, sir. I also thank all the family members of all these 4 our awardees, our celebrities today. I thank JW Consultants, Joshi sir and Watwe sir, and also JVI Private Limited, Jayant Inamdar sir, who have been the patrons for these awards for many years. Extend my gratitude to Bnca. I thank Dr. Anurag Kashyap, the principal, for being a host for this event and allowing us this wonderful venue. Our media partners, Deepak Bidkar sir and Mr. Ambekar, for always being with the AESA as the media partners. I thank all the AESA members, professionals who have been the strength of our organization for many decades. I thank people from the academics and the profession who have joined us here this evening. Big thanks to our AESA Events Committee for working tirelessly for each and every event, our office staff, Rahul and Anil, and last but not the least, our volunteer students from Bnca. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice start for the week.
Thank you, sir. I'll request the awardees to come up on stage for a group photograph, and the AESA EC members to join us for a group photograph quickly. सगळ्यांनी थांबायचं आहे. डिनर आहे खाली ग्राउंड फ्लोअरवर सगळ्यांसाठी. श्रीखंडपुरीचा बेत मांडलाय, तर तो एन्जॉय करायचा आहे. श्रीखंडपुरी मसाले भात एकदम पुणेरी जेवण आहे. तर या फोटोग्राफ नंतर आपण सगळेच एकत्र खाली जाऊ. जेवण ऑलरेडी लागलेलं आहे. दोज वॉन्ट टू रश कॅन मूव्ह डाऊन अँड स्टार्ट द डिनर ऑलरेडी. व्हॉलंटियर्स, All smiles. उद्याच्या न्यूजपेपरमध्ये द्यायचा फोटो. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Please, requesting everyone to please join us for the dinner on the ground floor. खाली कोट्याडमध्ये जेवण मांडले